What would you change on the landing page of a billion-dollar company? At Reliqio, we've spent the last 14 years designing products and apps that convert. So today I'm going to audit Flow's landing page and show you exactly where users experience friction, what's already working well, and what I'd change to boost conversions. Let's start with the header. The first thing that stands out is the different button styles. Yes, most of our buttons are square, but the main CTA button is round. It's not quite clear why that is. Even if we're going with two different styles, this Manage button should definitely be round too, since it's right next to this one, which suggests they have roughly the same priority, but it's still made square. I also noticed that our header always stays at the top of the screen. It doesn't follow the user in any way, which takes away the ability to easily switch between pages, and more importantly, takes away the ability to click the main CTA button and even see it. Bad approach. It seems like such a small thing, but it can significantly affect the landing page conversion. As an option, the Flow team could wrap this in some kind of container that will follow us all the time. That way the user, regardless of the section they are in, will be able to switch pages and most importantly click the Try Flow Today button. Next is probably one of the most important sections. This is the hero section, so to speak, our face. You can immediately notice that it's made in some kind of narrow container. It's unclear why a gradient was added here. Here we can notice different spacing, meaning the text is not centered and our image is not centered either. I also see different spacing here, different font hierarchy. This font, it seems to me, should be smaller. This one could be made a bit larger. Regarding the image, it's not quite clear why it's so small and why it's centered. We could have centered it at least along the top edge of the text or just in the center. Nothing stopped us from stretching it. Actually, this section is a huge canvas for creativity. As a minimal option, we could remove the background here, make more padding, giving more space and breathing room to the content, enlarge the image, and I think that would already look a little bit better. We could also center this text. We would lower the image a bit, make it larger, shifting the focus to the text, then to our app, which we would see a bit better. We could ditch this concept altogether, right, and go, for example, with some kind of background image, either with a photo of a woman or a photo of our app. That kind of hero also has a place. Next, we see the About section, which contains text and images. I like that our text is tied to a specific image, but what I don't like is, again, just like the problem with the hero, our image is quite small, the text seems quite large, and there also feels like a lot of it, which shifts my focus from looking at the app to reading the text, which is a lower priority for the user. We could handle this page in different ways. The first thing that comes to mind is, again, to enlarge the image, maybe come up with some tabs based on these titles, shorten them a bit, make tabs. We could easily switch them. We would always see a huge image. Our focus would be solely on the app. In that case, the text would serve as just an addition. Most likely, it's important for the Flow team to let the user read these texts. In that case, we could put this into some huge card where we would also place the image. We would make large titles. As an option, we would add animations there for interactivity. And with this format, we let the user read the text, look at the image, and even keep the user in this section longer with some animations. I also wanted to mention that the main task of this section is to address the user's pain point, which the original version doesn't do very well. Since we have a lot of text here, the image is small, there's only one, and most likely the user will read 2 points and scroll down. But if there were some cards here in combination with a sticky header where our CTA button is, then while the user scrolls through the cards, looks at the screenshots, reads the text, they would always have the opportunity to click the button at the top and proceed to install the app.